welcome. I'm Nitin Gokhale. I'm in Aizawl and with me is former Chief Minister Mr. Zoramthanga. But more than that, his identity as the Chief of the Mizo National Army and a colleague of Mr. Laldenga, the leader of Mizo National Front, is something that most people know him better than he as a Chief Minister. But of course, he's also one of the rare personalities who came from underground to become a Chief Minister of an Indian state. So he's with me here, Mr. Zoramthanga. Thank you very much for sparing your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So let me start at the beginning.
Right.
This is the 40th year of the Mizo Peace Accord.
Yeah.
And when you look back at the signing of the Peace Accord, what are your first memories of that time, at that particular time? Because the accord happened in Delhi, but you were not in Delhi. Where were you, and then what followed after the accord?
You see, when we are going to have a peace talk with the government of India, I am the one who started from the beginning. The underground government of Mr. Laldenga sent me in 1971, the year in which there was a Pakistan military crackdown against Sheikh Mujib.
Yes.
So I was sent to Shillong secretly, meeting the raw people, and after meeting them, we returned to Sylhet and then to Dhaka, where Mr. Laldenga himself was there. We started from that, and after the fall of Dhaka, we moved down to West Pakistan and to Islamabad. Then, without the knowledge of the Pakistan government, secretly we tried to take up the trade that we have left with the government of India, a representative. So we tried quite a lot to contact the government of India, because in Islamabad, because of the war, there was no more embassy. We tried to cross it in Arabian Sea, we could not. We tried to cross in the Thar Desert, we could not. We tried to came by the Firozpur side, we could not. At last, with the advice of the CIA men in Islamabad, we went to Kabul, Afghanistan. There we met the government of Indian representative, and then from there on, we started a peace talk with the government of India. And after meeting quite a lot of times in Kabul, and then sometimes in Bangkok, sometimes in Tehran, and sometimes in Europe, at last, after I met the government of Indian representative, at last I could bring out Mr. Laldenga and Mrs. Laldenga to meet them with the arrangement of the government of India. In 1975, the 15th of August, the day in which Sheikh Mujib was assassinated.
Right. But you brought them where? To Delhi?
Well, no. We made the arrangement with the government of India. And then very secretly, without the knowledge of the Pakistan government, we went from Islamabad to Karachi, Karachi to Beirut, Beirut to Istanbul, Istanbul to Geneva. And there we met at Geneva with the government of Indian representatives. And after meeting them, we said that Mr. Laldenga, this kind of secret talk cannot go on without the knowledge of the Pakistan government. So he should bring out all his family members and have an open talk with the government of India. So he went back there to Islamabad secretly, and with a great preparation, he brought out all his family members. I received them at Rome, and then meeting Rome, and then after that we went to Germany, having a good number of talks, and after that we entered India in the 24th of January, 1976. From there on, the open peace talk with the government of India started. And even from that, it took 10 years to finish. And the peace accord was signed. Only in 1986.
That's right.
After 10 years.
Absolutely.
I was the architect right from the beginning.
So let me start, since you spoke about the process. Who was your interlocutor from Government of India, from Government of India side? It was the RNAW officials, the Research and Analysis Wing. Who were the two officials?
They did not like to identify themselves in a foreign country. Mostly they are IB people.
Right.
And sometimes I believe that some were raw people in the rank of an additional secretary.
I see.
Like Mr. Shingal, like him. So anyhow, they came from the Home Ministry. Secretly, they did not like to identify themselves in the foreign countries. But when we enter India, they have to identify themselves.
Sure.
And mostly taken up by the Home Ministry. And come up to Home Secretary,
Right.
and then to Home Minister, Prime Minister, and so on.
I see. So in Delhi, when you came back to India in 76 January, in the beginning of the talks,
Yeah.
You stayed in Delhi with Mr. Laldenga that time?
Yeah, together. I was with Mr. Laldenga's family all along. I was his secretary at that time.
Right.
So first we have to have the MNF convention.
Right.
We call it Calcutta Convention. In Calcutta, we brought down our army commanders, our political leaders, all of them, high command, with Mr. Doval, and going back to the jungle headquarters in Arakan, bring them back, and the Chinese contingent commander, Colonel Biagvela, and others. So there I brought them together with Mr. Doval.
So when you say Mr. Doval, it is the Ajit Kumar Doval, who was the current National Security Advisor.
Exactly, the
I see.
present NSA.
Okay, so he was based in Aizawl that time.
At the time, he was Joint Assistant Director of IB
Okay, and in Aizawl.
in Aizawl,
Okay.
in charge of Mizoram.
So, let me sort of go to another incident which had happened. In 1975, there was the assassination of the 3 police officers in the police headquarters in Aizawl, which had happened. That time, Mr. Doval was in Aizawl itself?
I guess so,
I see. Okay.
because I was outside.
You
I
were
do not
outside.
know.
You do not know.
I did not ask him.
Right, you haven't asked him.
You know, at the time
Yes,
also,
yes.
we met with the Indian representative in Kabul, and they said that, look here, your underground headquarters issued a quit Mizoram order. We are afraid that since we have started this talk, we are afraid that some bad things will happen. So please send a letter to withdraw this order. I said no.
Oh, I see.
They will not believe it, my letter. If you like, you can take me back to Delhi.
Okay.
From Delhi, I go to the jungle headquarters. I will tell them that since we have started the talk, no need to issue this kind of quit order.
Right.
So in that way we can do. And then they refer it to in Delhi.
Right.
But Delhi would not believe me. So at last I return again to Islamabad. And then on the next year, in the beginning of January, the Indian representative sadly told me that I have a very bad news. The 3 police big officers, they were killed in such and such way.
So-
I told him, yeah, that is what I am afraid. When I told the government of India that I should go back and withdraw these things, if they have obeyed, all these things should have been avoided.
Right.
But it's the fault of the government of India.
Correct.
And the Indian representative also said that you are right.
Yes.
Delhi made a mistake this
Yes,
time.
yes, they did. So let's go back to the Calcutta Convention. So you and Mr. Doval went into the jungle to meet your underground people.
At the time, we are in an open contact with the government of Indian representatives.
Right.
So with their help, I went to Aizawl. Mr. Doval was already there. And with Mr. Doval, we went to Parva by helicopter. From Parva, beyond is Bangladesh.
Yes.
So I went there, calling my boys in the border area, the duty wala. So with that, I went to the jungle headquarters and I told them all these things. And they were very, very reluctant to come to Calcutta. But they have no faith in the government of India. But once they saw me and I told them everything, and they have faith in me. So I brought them, all the important leaders and commanders there into Calcutta. And at the same time, Chinese contingent took more than 100 people. And then they were there in the Manipur border, coming all the way from China, commanded by Colonel Biagvela. So they said that Colonel Biagvela should be included there. Government of India said. So together with Mr. Doval, we went by helicopter to the Manipur border. Manipur border.
Yes.
And then from there on, I brought Mr. Gokhale and his friend, and together with Mr. Doval, we went to Calcutta to be there in the Calcutta Convention. And there in the Calcutta Convention, we made the foundation that we agreed to accept a settlement within the Constitution of India. That became the foundation of the
So
peace
all
talk.
these commanders, you and Mr. Laldenga was also there in Calcutta?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was there.
He was there. And then you made the foundation for the thing.
For the peace
For
talk.
the peace talks.
Yeah.
Then in 1977, if I remember correctly, you also met, or Mr. Laldenga met Mr. Morarji Desai, who was the new Prime Minister.
Minister.
New Prime Minister.
Well, at the time, I was not there.
You were not there, okay.
And so it ended in a failure. And so after that, for 10 years, a lot of ups and downs.
Yes. Why did it end in a failure? That with Mr. Morarji Desai, he was not very keen.
Well, let me say that what Mr. Laldenga said, that when we first met together, without saying how are you or things like that, he was looking at me like this. He said, I don't trust you.
Oh.
He started with that. And I replied him, well, that is your privilege, I said. So it started with that. Nothing can move in such an atmosphere.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So then when did you pick up the pieces? Because I think by 1980, Mrs. Indira Gandhi came back to power.
Even before Indira Gandhi came back, and during the emergency period, we came to India in
6 January, you said.
76 January. At that time, it was still emergency period.
Yes.
And we had, under Indira Gandhi also, the Calcutta Convention,
Happened,
peace, and other things we signed.
Right.
And after that, there came election, Morarji came to power, and ups and down here. Later on, Indira Gandhi came to power again, and after a lot of ups and downs, at last, the peace accord was framed and it was signed successfully.
When did you get that news? You were still underground in 1986.
We are in constant contact with Mr. Laldenga.
Okay.
Because from China, we brought the wireless telegraph here.
Yeah.
And one wireless set was in our jungle headquarters. One was secretly installed in Mizoram. And the other was in Kachin, in the China border.
Right.
And we contacted each other with our cipher and all along.
I see.
And anything what Mr. Laldenga like to tell us, he will tell our Aizol people. Our Aizol people will send through the telegram.
Okay. So when the accord happened and then you brought all the underground people together overground, how many of them were there with you?
Well, roughly 600 or so,
Okay.
at that time.
At that time. So which months did you come overground? Do you remember from Parva?
It was signed in the end of June.
Yes, 30th June 1986.
And at the end of July, we came.
You came back.
Yeah,
Okay.
we came back.
And this is described as the most successful accord in Indian history, the Mizoram Accord, Mizo Peace Accord. Why do you think it is like this?
Well, there will be many reasons why it is successful. You know, before I said that, the greatest challenge in my life I have met was that there are my boys who went on the underground for 20 years and a rifle became a part of their body. They lived with it, they walked with it, they slept with it,
Yes.
and went to the charge service, they went with that rifle all along.
Right.
It became really part of their body. And they feel defenseless, insecure without that.
Yes.
But when we told them that they have to hand over the arms to the nearest Indian army outpost, they will ask, why? Why should we give our arms? And we have to tell them that because we are going to have a statehood and a good constitutional protection. Actually, for those simple boys, a constitutional protection is nothing. A pair of trousers sometimes is more valuable than a constitutional protection. So anyhow, in order to convince that. Because they look upon me as their father all along.
Yes.
In education, in seniority, in politics, in general knowledge and everything.
Sure.
And even in the manual work. With the kudal, I go there first. And doing the wheat rice cultivation there in the underground.
Right.
So, and they look upon me as above everything. That is why they obey me.
They all came.
Because Laldenga, sometimes he came for 4 or 5 days and stay there, go back.
Go back.
And quite a lot of them, they didn't know Laldenga at all. They were the new people.
Yes.
So, that is why I have to give them a lecture. We don't have the microphone. And without my own voice. Normally, I spoke for about 7 hours a day.
Wow.
2 hours in the morning, 5 hours in the daytime. I started from ABC. Quite a lot of them cannot read and write. We started from the ABC and then ended with Dale Carnegie. And like that, I gave lecture then weeks and months. That's why I destroyed
Your
my
voice,
voice.
yes, I can see that.
Yeah, so after convincing them that, look here, we are going to do this, and that, we could persuade them to come overground.
Right.
It was the greatest challenge. It was the greatest task.
Yes. But I think how much role did the society play? How much role did the church play and their families play in doing this peace accord?
Well, the church did play a great role. NGOs did play a great role. And then the students, all the political parties, everybody, they wanted peace. And said that you make peace, whatever be the outcome of the peace, we will accept it.
Okay.
And therefore, with this, and they are giving us a lot of encouragement to have a peace talk.
Sure.
And we're very careful in everything. After 10 years, we learn a lot. For example, we never use the word surrender. You should surrender your arms if somebody said, no, we are going to hand over.
Hand over, yeah.
Like that.
That
That
is
is why when I met the Naga underground leaders, Garo underground leaders, and the Northeastern underground leaders, I said that even in the very word that you are going to use it, kind of nomenclatures that you have to use it, you have to be careful not to hurt the sentiment of the underground.
Right. So
it really helped me.
Yes, it has helped you. Yes, certainly. Let me now go back to your underground days. You've been to China, you've been to Myanmar, you've lived underground with your boys. What was your most memorable experience, or anything that you recall instantly as far as underground days are concerned?
Well, for that kind of experience, there are some dreadful experiences, there are some funny experiences, there are great experiences. But the most dangerous thing that I have come across is that, of course, we have gone through a lot of fighting here and there, even in Bangladesh war, fall of Dhaka, and all those things. But when we tried to escape together with the family of Laldenga, after the fall of Dhaka, we went to Arakan forest. And then with our forces, communist Arakan army, they're mixing together with our boys, fighting against Burma forces. And at that time, we tried to escape through Akiap and Rangoon, posing ourselves as the Chittagong Hill Truck people, wanted by the new Muslim government, trying to flee to West Pakistan. With that story, Laldenga and his children, they were 6 of them, with the other 4 staff. We posed ourselves as a refugee, wanted to go to West Pakistan. And then, meantime, our boys and Burmese people are fighting all along. In the newspaper, it is written everywhere. And then we went to Akiap. In Akiap, there was an immigration officer. His name was Tongkai. He was a Mizo. And then if anybody speaks accidentally in a Mizo, we are finished.
Yes.
There are 2 small children of Laldenga. So we're so careful that I told them, you remember Tongkai is a Mizo. Whenever you sneeze, we said, ha, chiao, the Mizo.
That's Mizo.
But some people sneeze it, hachi, hati, or something like that. Don't sneeze in a Mizo language. I said like that. You know, the tension,
Yes.
even one day is long. We are there for the whole month.
Okay.
That was the biggest tension that I have ever met.
Right.
Fighting here and there is another thing.
Yes.
So one memorable thing.
That is
I
a very
passed.
memorable experience.
And then we escaped, and after that we boarded the plane chartered by the Pakistan government for their refugees from Rangoon to Karachi.
Karachi.
And then at Karachi, we surprised the ISI people. And then when they knew that we were there in Karachi, Bhutto took us up there in Islamabad. When Mr. Laldenga, myself, and Mr. Bhutto and his ISI Director General, General Jilani, met together. Bhutto said that we never imagined that you'd have a gut to escape like this.
Like this, yeah.
Well, we
That's
also
the
said
one
that
memorable
we
experience.
never
yeah.
imagined it.
Exactly. Now let me take you back, all the way back to February of 1966. What was that day like? You know, you almost captured every part of Lushai Hills except for one post of Assam Rifles. What
That is
happened
Aizawl.
there? Aizawl.
Yeah. Well, actually, at the time I was in Imphal. I was a student.
I see.
So I joined the movement a little later.
Okay.
But anyhow, before that, 1 year before, I was already an underground, MNA volunteer
MNA
secretly.
volunteer, okay.
Taking an oath to do this, I was given the post of Assistant Secretary in Home Department for the northern area of Mizoram to command that.
Right.
Even while I was still the student. So
You were studying in Imphal that
I
time.
was studying in Imphal. It was my final year. I was at the point of examination. Examination was to be held in the later part of March and April. So the movement started from the 1st of March.
Yes.
And so when that movement started, before that, I thought I would appear for the IAS examination.
Oh.
I took all the forms, filled it up, and then after examination of the BA, if I pass, I'll appear in the IA examination. Well, the funny thing is that my mother wanted me to become a pastor. I tried to be an IAS officer. And paradoxically, I went underground.
But then you became a chief minister also. So
Yeah.
I think, you've traveled the whole 360 degrees like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So that is how. So as a chief minister, obviously you had responsibility to implement the provisions of the Mizoram Accord. Now, after so many years, how do you see the integration or the comfort level between the rest of India and Mizoram? How do you see that?
You see how big-minded and great politicians the Indian leaders are. From our peace accord, we could see. You see, when we came overground, it was Union territory. Mr. Laldenga was the democratically elected chief minister under the constitution. But unless we have the government, our boys would not hand over their arms. If the chief minister is going to be Laldenga, they have faith. With this, we told the government of India, anyhow, it is going to be a short-term period. So, you please permit Laldenga to be the chief minister for that interim period. So they agreed. That is why you can imagine Mr. Laldenga underground for 20 years, whose name was not even in the electoral roll of India, suddenly replaced the democratically elected chief minister. That is the magnanimity of the government of Indian leaders. It was great.
Sure.
But anyhow, that paved the way. And having a faith in both sides,
Right.
nobody went underground again.
Again,
Mizoram, the most disturbed state. become the most peaceful state.
Absolutely. So that is the wonderful thing about this 40 years that have gone by.
Exactly.
That Mizoram Accord is touted as described as the most successful accord exactly because of this reason.
Exactly.
What is your message to the current and the future generation of Mizos?
Well, Mizoram, we are in one of the most corner state of India, and then bounded in the all along the east by a foreign country of Burma, inhabited by the Mizos, and on the Bangladesh, on the western side, inhabited by the Mizos, Chittagong hill tracts, and so we were here among all the troubled area of the Chittagong hill tract, of the Chin Hills and Burma, of Manipur, and in the triangular island of that, there was Mizoram Peace, most peaceful state, exemplary.
Sure.
So I believe that God has given us this peace so that we can export it to the neighboring states, for which we are trying a lot there in the northeast. God, together with the Home Ministry, with Mr. Doval and others also, we tried a lot. And to the Bangladesh side also, because those armed groups are all our previous boys. And then in the Burma side, they're all the Mizos.
Sure.
So we can play a lot. With Mr. Doval, we try to make peace in Burma, playing the role between the military government at the time. It was headed by the President Min Aung Hlaing. General Min Aung Hlaing was the lead chief. So we went to different parts, meeting all the Burmese underground leaders, paving the way with the blessing of Prime Minister Modi, Mr. Doval and myself. We did a lot. We were at the point of moving for the peace talk, a real peace talk, between the underground and the military government. But at the time, there come the election. Aung San Suu Kyi come to power. And all our efforts with Mr. Doval, it was put into the cold storage for 5 years. And the rest is this.
So this is which year, between which year to which year, 5 years?
No. When Aung San Suu Kyi come to power.
Yes, 1998?
Yes, something like that.
Okay.
She was in power for 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
During those long years, she remained silent.
Right.
And our efforts with Mr. Doval and myself, she put it in the cold storage.
Yes.
Everything was spoiled.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. But Mr. Zoramthanga, what a wonderful journey you had in life. Yeah, like you said, from not becoming a pastor, not becoming an IS officer, becoming an underground leader, and then becoming a chief minister has been a wonderful journey. Thank you very much for your time and your insights into the journey that MNF and you have done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.